Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, sorry for hearing a little background noises. I'm sitting on the floor while recording this since the floor is much more quieter than the bed. Anyways, so if you hear me breathing a lot during this, I basically just ran up the stairs. Let's get into the video. It was a cat demon. He never told anyone though. It was a maid at the Phantom Head Manor. He occasionally helped Sebastian and some of the other servants too. Sebastian liked something about your personality. You was cat-like in most whatever you do, and Sebastian found that cute. You was caring in nature, even when the servants got on your last nerve and you just wanted to kill them right then and there. You fought the urge and just cared for them anyway. And he really liked that about you. One day, you was helping Sebastian cook lunch for CL. Eventually, when you was cleaning your side of the kitchen, a bunch of flour got everywhere, and mostly got up your nose. You turned around and sneezed to make sure you didn't sneeze on any of the food. Since your sneeze was unexpected, you couldn't prepare yourself because sometimes when you sneeze, your cat ears or your cat tail comes out. Sebastian stared at you, and he smirked. Wow, listener, you never told me you was a cat demon. What do you mean? You said, as he turned around, noticing your tail swaying. Damn it. Why didn't you say anything? It's quite embarrassing. Well, listener, you know I'm a demon too. And you know I love cats for a fact, so you shouldn't be shy to tell me. You blushed at the compliment. Even demon cats too. Your blush turned red. Come on, you said, stuttering. Let's just finish up our work before CL yells at us or bring his lunch late. It's almost lunchtime anyway. No one else knew your secret about Sebastian, but you didn't mind. One day, you guys were outside of the manor. You was watching Poodle just play around with a squirrel. You sighed and turned to your full cat form. Why are you in your cat form? He said, raising your eyebrows. Sorry guys, this is Sebastian talking. Oh, I just like the way the wind feels on my fur sometimes. Especially when it's cold. It feels nice. Sebastian was trying to resist the temptation to pet you. Well, listener, is it okay if I pet you? He said. You look so adorable. Your face turned pinkish, while Sebastian could see your blood entering your cat form. Sure, I don't mind. Just be gentle. I promise, he said. You curled up in his lap, and he started petting you softly. Every now and then he started to purr. I can tell you're enjoying this. He said, opening one eye. You're purring a lot. I guess you give the best pets. All of a sudden, in the corner of your eye, you saw Pluto whirling towards you. Oh, crap. He basically rammed into you, causing you to fly back. Sebastian moved quickly and caught you and placed you down on the ground. He quickly turned back into your human form without the ears and the tail. Pluto, what did I say? Bad dog. Pluto whimpered in response. If you just want pets, you should have asked. You don't need to push me over like some bull. I can't be mad at you forever, he said. He sat back down where he was originally sitting and beckoned Pluto over. Come here. Pluto wagged his tail happily, knowing that he was going to get pets. I don't understand how you can tolerate dogs, listener. You are a cat demon after all. Well, cats hating dogs is just a mess. Well, only some of it. Some cats do hate dogs, others don't. You know, dogs kind of remind me of demons. Sometimes obedient, but unpredictable. And you have to expect the unexpected from them. Just like the way we humans do things. Sebastian sighed. Well, when you put it like that, I guess it makes sense. Pluto's tail was going happily as you started to give him more pets. Eventually, you heard CL call your name. Well, since Sebastian stood up and said CL called you, maybe he called you. Come on, the young master needs us. Pluto whimpered, knowing that you had to go away and stop the petting. Don't worry. I'll come back and give you more pets, okay? Pluto's expression changed. Now, how about we play fetch? You grabbed a stick off the ground, pressed Pluto, and you threw it as far as you could. Pluto went zooming away to gain the stick. Come on. It'll take a couple of minutes to get before he comes back. You and Sebastian walked inside and walked to the CL study. Yes, my lord, you called us? Yes, I need you to come with me. The Queen's duties require me to go into a different village, but instead of like last time where the exception is dogs, it's cats. CL said reluctantly. Sebastian's eyes sparkled. Cats? He said in a happy tone, yes, but try not to get distracted. We're trying to solve a murder case. Of course, my lord, I'll try my best. Are the other three coming with us? He said. Of course, listener. I can't leave them all in the manor. They'll probably burn the whole thing down, he said. He chuckled. Alright then, should I pack stuff? Yes. We'll be staying there for 3 days. Alright then. You're dismissed. You and Sebastian walked out of the room. Well, I'm going to get packing. Shouldn't you? I don't need much. All I need is some books, some cat toys, and some night clothes. That's all I need. Use the eyebrows. Why the cat toys? Well, for the other cats and possibly you if you want them. Why would you? He turned around. Alright then, let's just get ready. It was nighttime as you were leaving. Pluto caught a glimpse of you leaving and ran by your side, whimpering at your leg. I promised I'd give you more pets, Pluto, but I have to go. As you were trying to walk to the carriage, Pluto went in front of you, blocking your way. How about this? I'll give you all the treats and all the pets you want when I come back. It'll only be 3 days, I promise, okay? Pluto reluctantly sat back down and watched you go inside the carriage, whimpering all the way. Sebastian got in front and started the carriage, with you next to him. The trip was about 30 minutes, and you fell asleep on Sebastian's shoulders. Luckily, you wasn't driving. But Sebastian didn't mind. He thought you was adorable. So he didn't say anything. As you guys arrived, Sebastian was the first one to get out. After he let you down and let all the servants out too. And CL. Sebastian, I'm going to need you. But Sebastian's already gone. CL turned around and saw Sebastian playing with a cat and basically falling over it. Listen, I need you to get... But he turned around and he was gone too. He looked back where Sebastian was and he was also playing with a cat. All my servants are absolute bumbling idiots, he said in his breath. Sebastian Listener. Have yelling your name caught your eye? Yes, Mr. Phantomhive, he said, rushing to his side quickly. Yes, my lord, Sebastian said. Can you stop petting the cats? We have a murder case to solve. Sorry, they're just so irresistible. Listener's right, my lord. They're so cuddly and cute. We'll save it for when we're leaving. Ugh. I should pick somewhere else to do this case. Well, who are we looking for? Mr. Buckingham. He's one of the main suspects. The murder victim was his wife, and he was seen arguing with her. I need to interrogate him, but the only way to get to him is winning a cat contest. And I don't have a pet cat. You and Sebastian looked at each other. Why are you looking at each other like that? My lord, it's better if we discuss this not in the public eye and earshot, he said, and out of the earshot of other servants. Let's get you inside first. After you guys went inside and settled in, and making sure all the servants were distracted. Well, why do you want me to talk to you like this? He said. Well, you see, I am a cat. In some sort, he said nervously. Listener, this is no time to joke. My lord, she's not joking. She's a cat demon. A cat demon? Now I've seen everything, he said. Well, can you turn into a full cat? You nodded your head. Well, let me see it. Don't keep waiting. He turned to your full cat form and jumped on Ciel's desk. I'm surprised I haven't been sneezing. I'm guessing demon cats and regular cats have different effects on you. I guess since I'm not from your world, you're not allergic to me in some way. Well, you could be useful to us in this competition. So you're going to participate. I was planning on offering my services, but since you ordered me, I have no choice now too. So I was gonna do it either way, he said. Don't get cocky. Come on, you need to get ready. Huh? What about the contest is in the next 4 hours? Oh dear. Sebastian will help you get ready. Come on. Come on, my lady, he said, grabbing you and holding you to his chest. I'm going to get you to take a bath first and make sure you're properly clean and groomed, he said. He walked with you outside Ciel's study into the bathroom. Do you feel comfortable me bathing you? Yeah, I don't mind. I'm in my cat form. After Sebastian finished bathing you, I finished drying you too. I'm surprised you don't hate water. Well, I don't mind water. Baths are necessary still. Cats just hate water because it makes their fur heavy. Right, you said. Of course, you're the cat expert, you said, rolling your eyes, making Sebastian chuckle. Hey, wait here, he said. He came back with a little red ribbon with a gold gemstone in the middle of it. I think it will look perfect on you. It brings out your fur and eyes, he said. Thank you, he said, turning to your human form. The bow was still around your neck, and it wasn't too tight either. Sebastian just stared at you with wide eyes. The bow made you cuter than before. You still had your cat ears and cattail out. Sebastian was basically turning as red as a tomato. Sebastian, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Let's just get to work, he said. Alright. don't dust anything? It would be a shame to get you dirty again after I just gave you a bath. I understand. Sooner or later, the contest began. Hey guys, I'm not going to go into detail with the contest because it's pretty boring, so I'm just going to skip ahead. I hope you guys don't mind. No, you guys don't get a say in it, actually. Well, okay then. Skip ahead past time he won the competition. He got a golden trophy and everything. And he even got a deluxe cat bed. It was so soft and comfortable. And he'll let you keep it before he threw it away, since it was kind of useless and he didn't need it. But he practically begged him to let you keep it and promised not to get in the way of work. After all your persistence, he let you keep it. Sooner Mr. Buckingham arrived at the manor to congratulate him, and CL was easily interrogating him with a friendly smile. You noticed that Mr. Buckingham also had an Indian servant. Oh, hello there, the servant said. He had a big grin on his face. Oh, hi, you're Mr. Buckingham's servant? Yes, indeed I am. And you? I'm Listener, CL Phantom Hive servant. Oh my, I must have misjudged you. I mean, with your radiance and beauty, I thought you must be a noble. He blushed at the compliment. Thank you. I don't get compliments like that often. He was basically chatting with you. So, do you live around here? He said, raising an eyebrow. No, not really. My master came over here to solve business matters, he said, and tried not to give it away. Okay then. You and him kept chatting, and Sebastian just watching him from afar. He automatically didn't like him. At times, when you would put your hands on the table and he was sitting next to it, he would lift down your shirt. Or when you turn around, he would stare at your bottom. Sebastian was growing increasingly angry and jealous at this. Because one, he liked you, and two, he didn't like you getting perverted on. It was almost at the end of the day, and Mr. Buckingham was planning to leave the manor. It was a couple of minutes before that, and Mr. Buckingham's servant pinned you against the wall. So, Listener, you want to go out sometime? He said with your eyebrow. Sorry, I'm not interested in you like that. I have my eyes on someone else. The servant's face was from happy to cold. You know, it's not really good to joke with someone's feelings, he said, praying that he was joking. Well, I'm not joking. I'm sorry. I just don't like you like that. Oh, come on, don't lie to yourself, he said, putting his hand around your waist, making you increasingly uncomfortable. He put his hand to your cheek and almost forced you to kiss him. But next thing you know, you saw a hand grab his and basically almost broke his arm. Ow! The servant yelled out. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, Sebastian said, but in reality, he wanted to break his arm off right then and there. One, my lord's rules is you do not touch his servants without his permission. So you either can follow these rules or you can leave, he said. And no more touching the servants inappropriately. As you can see, she is very uncomfortable. Now I suggest you leave. Your master's leaving too. Sebastian was giving him a dead stare. like he wanted to rip him into right then and there, right in front of you. But he calmed himself down. Because one, he didn't want to ruin the case for CL, and two, he didn't want to frighten you. I'll get you for this, the servant barked out. As he left the manor with his master. Thank you, Sebastian, he said. Of course, my lady. Let me know if anyone tries doing that with you again. I'll make sure to protect you with every single demonic power I have. You smiled. Isn't that for CL? Well, yes, since I am CL's butler. But you're special to me in some sort, he said, walking away. Now come on, we have work to do. Your eyes grew wide as soon as Sebastian said that. He really thinks I'm special. He sighed happily. As the day went on, and the second day you guys were there, Mr. Buckingham came back with the palace with his servant once more. Oh, great, he said, opening the door for Mr. Buckingham and his servant. His servant was looking you up and down. This time he was wearing a shorter skirt since it was getting hotter with the place you guys were staying, and he didn't want to burn. Yes, you were a demon from hell, but still it could get hot. No one can justify that. You let them aside and let them see our study. Is there anything I can get you, Mr. Buckingham? He said, in a polite tone, trying to play off that he was extremely nervous around his servant. No, that would be all. I just want to talk to Mr. Phantomhive. Alright, then I'll lead you to his study. Mr. Phantomhive, he said, creaking the door open. Yes, listener, what is it? Mr. Buckingham wants to talk to you. Sebastian said I had no scheduled meeting with him. It was short notice. He just arrived. Sebastian, see outside. Alright then, he can come in. The servant was waiting inside with Mr. Buckingham. You made out some of their muffles, eventually making out the conversation. So, Mr. Buckingham, why have you arrived back in my manor? For the time being, he said. Well, I want to make a proposition. A business proposition at that. Really? What is that proposition you speak of? I want your maid. Huh? This caught you off guard. I want your maid, listener. One of my servants has taken a real interest in her. And they are one of my favorite servants, my dearest servants, one of my dearest friends. And he wants to marry her. So I'm offering you $200,000 for her. CL shook his head. She's not up for sale. Come on, Mr. Phantomhive. 500,000. 700,000. Like I said before, she's not up for sale. If that's the only reason why you're here, you can leave. Mr. Phantomhive, you're making a big mistake. You're missing out on a big deal. I already have the business company who is well known around the world. I don't need your money, he said. As CL and Mr. Buckingham was arguing, his servant walked out of the room, saying he was listening on his conversation. Feeling a bit nosy, eh? You hear his voice caught you off guard. Sebastian knows that he was here again and wrapped his hands around your waist, caught you off guard, making you blush. Oh, listener dear, I was saying that I need your help with something. Sorry. She can't help you. She's in the middle of talking with me. They both glared at each other. You felt like a monkey in the middle. Both of them were competing for you. Well, at the time, you didn't know that. Where are you? Her fiancé? He looked at you and looked back at him. Matter of fact, yes. This caught you and him off guard. He bent down, listening in your ear. Just play along for the time being. You're joking. No, he's not. He is my fiancé. You blurted out. Really? Then kiss him. Your face turned red. See, it's not true. She's just nervous is all. We got engaged the other day. She's still not used to that yet. He said. He put his hands on your cheek, but this time he didn't fight back. And he pressed his lips against yours. It felt like fireworks. You almost melted right then and there. You felt it was about to flop. There, is that good enough for you? Now, I suggest you leave her alone, or unless you want me to escort you out of here. The servant huffed and left, and Mr. Buckingham was in a bad mood too, since he couldn't buy you. After the conversation finished, and it was almost night time, he knocked at the door. What is it? Come in. Mr. Phantomhive? Yes, listener, what is it? I overheard your conversation with Mr. Buckingham. Why didn't you sell me? You could have earned a lot of money. Because, to me, you're useful. And I don't give away demons. They're too useful for me. And I guess you're precious in some sort. You smiled happily. I'm glad you think that, Mr. Phantomhive. I'd be really upset if you did give me away. He said, walking out the door. But your mind was still wandering other than that. The kiss you had with Sebastian. It felt so real, but it was fake in some sort. You couldn't wrap your head around it. You decided to ask him later when you guys arrived back in the manor. And that day eventually came. Well, the night before, you guys went back to the manor. You had a nightmare, scaring the little crap out of you. He was walking up and down. You couldn't sleep. Sebastian's room was right underneath yours, and he heard you walking up and down and pacing against the floor. And he was trying to read, so it did annoy him a little bit. He walked up to your room. Listener, he said, creaking the door open. Oh, it's just you, Sebastian. The sound of the door creaking scared you. Why are you up this late? The moon is out. You should be asleep. The same thing goes for you. I'm a demon, listener. My sleep schedule is not really that important. Yours is important to me. No, why are you still up? I just had a really bad nightmare, that's all. I just couldn't sleep. I think I have a way to help you. Only with your permission, of course. I don't mind. Sebastian sat on your bed. Can you turn to your cat one? You did as he asked and climbed on the bed too. He placed you in his lap. Where are you? I'm going to put you to sleep. If that makes you feel uncomfortable, I won't do it. I don't mind, you said. Good. He petted you until you started purring and fell asleep. Time skip. It was late at night, and you planned to ask Sebastian about the kiss. You knocked on his door. Sebastian, can I come in? You said. Of course, listener. You heard Sebastian's voice on the other side. Yes, listener, you can come in. Do you mind if I sit on your bed? Of course I don't mind. You take a deep breath. There's something I need to ask you, Sebastian. If it's too weird for you, we can't be around each other anymore. Only if you don't want to, of course. Something wrong, listener? Well, I have a confession to make. I liked you for the longest. And when you kissed me in front of the other servant, it felt like fireworks, but I couldn't wrap my head around it if it was true or not. I understand you was just trying to protect me and all. I know it's in your nature, of course, with Mr. Ciel. But I just truly want to know if it was true or not. Of course you can deny me. And I'll be fine with that. Sebastian chuckled. Huh? What's so funny? Listener, I thought it was obvious. I guess he was more oblivious to it than I was first. I liked you since the second day you started working here. I love what your personality is. You spark up people's spirits and grow us. Even when people get you the maddest, you try to do your best to be nice to them. You're always kind and generous. And I only realized that from the second day I met you. And you being a cat added on to the feelings, he said, chuckling. This made you laugh. So, you like me too? Of course I do, he said. Not if I may as bold to steal another kiss. He chuckled. You may. He cupped your face and gave you another kiss. Once again, you felt like he was in little heaven. Would you like to sleep in my room tonight? He said, raising an eyebrow. Of course, but I would have to leave early in the morning. It would be kind of weird that the servants ordered Mr. Ciel to see us walking out the same room. But you might get the wrong idea. You know Marin. She has a very dirty mind at times. Though she's kind, but very dirty-minded. Sebastian chuckled. Yeah, I did know this. Well, enough talk. Let's just go to sleep. Good night, listener. I love you.